All right, welcome back, class. We've completed the part modeling we started earlier on. Now we want to go to how to create our drawing file, and that is creating our orthographic drawing and also our isometric drawing. What we have is a 3D model and it's not in any way your isometric drawing. Okay, so let's create our orthographic drawing now. Come to File, and then click on New. You'll see some items here like we've explained earlier, the parts, assembly, drawing. So come to drawing. Okay, select ISO IDW. If we use ISO DWG or any of the DWG, it's going to take you to what's called AutoCAD, and that means you need another software to do that. So it's advisable use your ISO IDW, and that doesn't require any other software. So I'm going to select ISO IDW and click on create. All right. Okay, so I'm going to come to base. So base will give you the drawing that you want. So click on base. Automatically give you a view, but is that the view that you want? So you can come here and check. Now, if you look at this 3D model, now some of the principles we were taught in class is that your front view should be the view that contain uh, the most details in the view that you are looking at. And if you look at this, these views give you the most details of the drawing or the image or the block we are looking at. So let's go back. This what we have is more or less like the side view. So I'm going to change that. Come to here. We call this a view cube. So come to here, you can change it. So that gives us the front view in this case. All right, I can click OK for now to see what we have there. Okay, so that gives us the front view. So I can place it on. I can change the location on the sheet. Now, this what we have here, this area is what we call your drawing sheet, just like you have on your paper drawing. Okay, I'm going to look at how to place my side view. Generally, this place now will be our side view. And based on first angle projection, you look at your side view from the left and you place it on your right. That means on the drawing, my side view will be on my right hand side here. So let me position this this way. And now you are not going to use base again. Base give you the major view. Now we are using projected view. The projected view gives us the other views. So projected view. So here automatically give us your plan, and then to the side it gives you your side view. You can also get your isometric view, just as what we have there on it. But I'm going to come to that later. This is just what you are going to have. Okay, so this is the isometric view. I'm going to delete it now, and I will come to that later. All right. Okay, so I'm going to be staying with my front view, my side view, and then the plan. All right. So basically, this is what you are going to get. Now, the first thing you should know is that you need to understand the drawing yourself to know which view should be the first view, should be the side view, and then they should be the front view. If you don't do that, if you don't know that, it will be difficult for you to be able to place it rightly in the drawing. So that's why it is necessary for you to know yourself that where your front view is and where your side view is and which one is your plan from the image you are given. Okay, now another thing I would love to show you, I'm going to right click on this. Okay, there are times that when you look at these views, this dash line that you see, we call them hidden details. They may not be visible. In that case, maybe this is taking off. Okay, comment, this is taking off. Not that. That's not. In most cases, maybe I guess. Sorry, I'll go back to the original view. Okay. in that case, this is what you are going to see. So the hidden details are not shown here, and that is not giving you the correct views as seen in the diagram. So you have to come back to this place. Okay, if you come back to this place, you click on the first icon here. It's showing you hidden line. That give you the hidden line. Then also click on raster fill. Okay, and then you can okay. So all the hidden details are shown clearly to you. All right. If there are times that your drawing might be too big or too small, you can come here, okay, and change the scale. So you can use 2:1 if it's too small. You can actually reduce it 1:2 if it's too big, so that you get the actual, I mean, the reasonable scale that you can place your drawing on the sheet. All right, so I'm going to leave this now. Now, another thing that is important to your drawing before I talk of dimension is what we call your center lines. Center lines are next where you have circles, one, and also at places uh, where you have some symmetrical objects like symmetrical squares or symmetrical rectangles. Center lines are very, very important. So I'm going to go to center line now. Come to sketch. When you click on sketch, okay, all right, come to annotate. Come to annotate. Annotate is where you pick your dimension. All right. So before we talk of dimension, like I said, let's talk of the center line. So if you look at here, some of these lines are given. This says a center pattern. Uh, this tells you center bisector. This is center line. Okay. This is center point. All right, center mark. So it's advisable to use center mark for your circles. Okay, it locates the center of your circles. Okay, so so your circles are taken care of. So in that case, the center lines for your circles are already indicated. But at the same time, for this object here, this square here, it also requires that. But you notice that this center point will not work for it because it's not seeing it as a solid, like as a close profile, like it's seeing a circle. So it's not going to work in that case. So you have to create center line for that. So to do that, use this line. It's called center line. So click on this. So you can actually come here, click on this, come out of it a bit, or you can click on this and then come here. All right. So in that case, your center line is created for that rectangle in that case. Then you also do it for this other side of this rectangle. So you do this. Okay. So you have your center line created for those features. Now, at the same time, the center line from here should also pass through this place. So click on center line again, and then from here, okay, click on this, and that's okay. All right. Then likewise for this circles, it should actually pass through this to show that this is center line. So you can do likewise. Just come here, click on this center, and then on this. It may not be because it's joined with other objects. So I'll just make sure you push it through. Or alternatively, so that you will not be drawing a line that is not uh, straight, join these two centers together, and then from here, draw your line. Okay, so that produces your center line. So should be able to draw it out. So that's the center line. You can do likewise for this one too. Okay, first of all, join the two centers together. All right. No, sorry, that's not it. The two centers, click on this. Okay, and click on the second one too. Then you can draw out your line. Okay, so it's there. So select that again. I think that's missing. Okay, so select that center line and then drag it out. So in this case, you have successfully drawn the center line. This one should actually extend beyond this and cut through this other curve that you have here. So that is how your center lines are produced. All right, so we'll go to how to dimension now. How to dimension your drawing. Okay, so to dimension, we have this is what you have dimension here. All right, so you can just click on this, okay, and select the part that you want to dimension. I can do this for this circle here. Automatically give me a dimension there. All right, then a dialog box comes in. There's a lot you can do on this dialog box. You can override that dimension if that's not what you want. You can also remove the decimals from that space. You just come to this space, this primary unit here, click on this and select 0. So that takes away the decimal. If I want to override what is here, just come here, click on override. So it enables you to be able to put what you want to put. You can change this number that is here. Okay, so but I don't want to override, so I'm going to check this and I'm going to click. All right. Now let's say peradventure that this your dimension text here is small compared to what you want. Your arrow here is small compared to what you want. You can actually edit it and then make it bigger. To do that, come to manage. Here is manage. Come to manage, all right, and click on style editor. Okay, takes a little time to come up. All right, so your style editor comes up. Okay, you can actually create a new dimension and save, or you just leave your default as it is. Come to dimension, okay, and select default. We're going to select default ISO. All right, so all this remain. So I may not have to change this, but come to other section. You see after unit you have alternate units. Okay, so I still want to touch that. We can always change those ones as we go on in our dimensioning. Come to display. Okay, so this is where you have to look at certain things. Okay, let's me assume that our arrow head is small. Based on standard, this is a standard dimension for arrowhead. But maybe I feel it's small and I want to change that. I can do this. Okay, this is 2.5. Let's make it 5. And then let's make this one 2. All right. Okay, so that should save. Okay, then I say I want to change my text height, or you want to change anything here. These are distances between the dimension lines, the dimension arrows, and the object. I think I don't want to go into this place, so, but I think as you get used to the software, you know some things to do here. All right, so I'm going to go to my text. Okay, the text is given as 3.5. Let me also increase it. Uh, let me say 7 likewise. Okay, there are many other things that we can change here too, but I don't want to bother you with that. So let me just leave it at that. So I'm going to click on save and I'm going to save and close. All right, you notice something here. The text gets bigger, the arrowhead gets bigger. Okay, so that's how you can edit your text. Then you can place the other dimension, come back to annotate, select dimension. You can do the dimension for this line, this side of the line here. Okay, let me see, I'm doing for this. Give here to here. Okay, then you can do this. Remove this and okay. All right. Other things I think we should do. Okay, I think I want to do this and this likewise. So I'm going to move this back a bit. To accommodate this, let me move this back a bit. Okay, you can move your dimension line. So dimension, you can now click on this and this. Okay, so that gives you what you have here. and then you can do this. Okay, then for these two, since they are also part of the drawing and it's showing the depth of this diagram, we need to be able to show that. So I think I can do for this. So let me click on this and this. So I'm going to move them to this. I'm going to move one of them to this. Okay, I'd love to move that. Okay, so I'm going to take that to 0, 2. Now that's supposed to be okay. I think that should be 13, right? Yeah, that's 13, and the other is 12. So I'm going to leave this at that. Okay, I'm going to make other changes to this place. So I'm going to do likewise for this. Okay, so you can actually select a line, or now you can select a line or select 2 point. Here I'm going to select a line now. It picks that automatically. Okay, so I'm doing this. Okay, and I can do likewise for this side. Now, certain things I would also love to specify is this dimension here. Okay, now another thing is this. I can remove this. Okay, I have other means I can show this so that I can be able to accommodate this. So I can remove that from the diagram and I can accommodate this and then the overall length of this side. Okay, or I can do this from this side, but I think I should do this one here. So I'm going to click on dimension again. I want to locate the center lines. Okay, center line, we shall surely agree with this. All right, so yeah, we're good. Okay, so I can now take this entire line, this and this as area. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so what's more again? Yeah, on this other side, I need to know this. Yeah, this circle already tells us this length. Okay, so I don't need to bother myself with that. Okay, and then I can take care of this other one from here. Okay, I need to take care of this as a inner diameter. All right, and then this likewise. Okay, let me put this one here. Someone here, somewhere too. Okay, one more again. Okay, I need to locate this. Then this, I think I should have taken care of this too. Now I'm going to show you other means where we can take care of this one. So I'm just going to leave them a bit, so we'll come back to that later. I can actually do this, and then this shows me the diameter of this one is 16. Okay, so I'm going to do 0 here. Okay, all right. So what's more, okay, I want to take care of these two centers here, which is 60. Okay, okay, so already this 13 here, so I can do this. I can either pick these 2 points to select the line, or I just click on the line. Okay, get dimension again, and here we go. Now I want it to be 0, so here we go. All right. Okay, so I can now, I need to specify this. Okay, I'll specify that the height of this is 30 here, and here, okay, I've removed it from here, so I can do the rest of the dimension in here. So I can pick this. Okay, I've specified the length of this from here to here to be 40, so that's taken care of. So I can pick these two. All right. That should be a straight line. Okay, so that's 45. Okay, permit me to move my diagram a bit. I'm going to exit dimension, click on escape, and then move it down a bit. Okay, let me move it. Wow, it's already close. So the best you can do is to just scale it down a bit. Okay, let me see if I scale this down a bit to accommodate it. To scale down a bit, well, let's say this is 0.9 or 0.8 to 1. Okay, so that changes everything. Okay, I think that's a bit big, a bit smaller. So I'm going to just change it back. So this is 45. Then dimension already from this diagram, this is shown to be this is 25. So I can just show that this depth covered here, okay, that this from here to here is 12. Okay, so click on that and just say this is 12. And here we go. So I think every dimension have been taken care of apart from this inner squares here. So I'm just going to make reference to that in the drawing. So, but before I do that, let me escape from dimension. Okay, let me change this again. What we have is 0.8. So can I change this to 0.9? See if I can still accommodate that. Okay, yeah, I can accommodate that. So that's good. A bit, or is it too much outside? A bit. Okay, it's good. All right, so I want to accommodate these rectangles here. What do I need to do? I need to create a text. So, uh, okay, I think let me create a leader first. A leader first. I need to create a leader first to take care of that. Uh, leader text. Okay, let me use this. Okay, click on this. So you can point out an arrow from here. Okay, or let me just take it from the center. Okay, all right. So you can do this and then continue to create your text. So it's now asking you to write your text. Okay, so I can simply write two concentric circles. Sorry, two concentric uh, rectangles or asymmetric rectangles. Okay, I can now put their dimension. All right. The first one, I think one of them is 40 by 20. I think this should take care of it. And the second one is 30 by 15. Okay, so that takes care of that. Instead of numbering that place with unnecessary dimension. So that takes care of the rectangles in that place. Okay, if you compare this diagram to, I mean, this drawing to the original diagram we have, you will quite agree with me that it's exactly the same on the one we used to draw the isometric or the 3D block. And so that's the beautiful thing about this engineering drawing. Sometimes your question is your answer. Okay, so all you just need to do is to play around that, get your 3D model. Once you get a 3D model, everything becomes easy from there. All right. Okay, so let's now go further to produce the isometric drawing. Now, I can go all along here and create another drawing file from here. Okay, but that would be a waste of space, I guess. So you can create your drawing file under this. Okay, we have here sheet 1, if you notice. So just right click here, okay, right click here, and then you see what you have here. Repeat leader text, copy the new sheet. So just write click on new sheet. So that open another sheet for you. That give you sheet 2, the active sheet. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back to my place views. Under place views, you click on base. Okay. Again, like I said, this is not the diagram we are looking for. So come here. Let's change it. So this is what we want. Okay. So now you can create your isometric drawing from here automatically. Just click on this. So that give you that same isometric drawing that's close to your 3D model. Okay, so you can just click OK. We don't need this again, so just delete this. Okay, then you can bring this forward. All right, I think it's big enough. Or let's see if we can increase the dimension. Okay, let's say we use 1.5 to 1. All right, I think this is good. Oh, is it too big? Well, it might affect the dimension, so let me just reduce it a bit. Reduce a bit, so I'm gonna use 1.2 to 1 now. Okay, I think it's better now. Now is isometric drawing, and with time we don't need to create the hidden views. But should in case you want to create hidden views, in this case, you can do this. That gives you the hidden views. But it's not needed mostly in isometric drawing. So I'm going to take it away. So I'm going to double click on this, remove the raster view, click, it tells you that it's still there. Come back here, okay, and click on this, and okay. So that is taken away. You have the block, all right. Okay, so we can go ahead again and dimension this just like what we did earlier on. Come to annotate. First, I'm going to create my center line. All right, so I'm going to come here, center mark. So I'm going to do that for this circle. I'm doing that for this. I'm doing that for this circle. Okay, there's another circle here, this, and there's another one here, this. Okay. But we just, I think probably one may just be enough for that. So let's delete. But on isometric, they have different centers, so that means the necessary. This, I mean, the way it's going to be showing. But let me just take one of them out to avoid it being rough. So let me take this out. Okay, so this shows the circle, the center of the circle there. All right. Now, naturally, you will not get for your rectangle, so you have to create a center line for that. Okay, but I don't think that will be necessary in this case. Okay, so that may not really be necessary, but we can do this. All right, and then we can do this likewise. Okay, all right, so that is that. We can now go ahead to dimension our drawing in isometric. So just come to dimension. It's just the same thing we've done before. Click on this. It gives you that diameter of the circle. So you can click on this and OK. Now you notice that the text gets smaller. Okay, it's not because it's actually small because we're in isometric. It's the same thing that we have done on the other drawing. Okay, so just go back to the style editor. You can edit the text height. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead. Let me leave that, and then this has a diameter. So let me click at this again. Okay, this has a diameter of this. Let me just bring it out. Okay, 0. So good. The one inner one has its own diameter. This and this is the same. This has a different diameter. So I'm just going to do that. Not to conflict with that, I think I want to place this one inside here so it doesn't conflict with the other one. So I think we are good. In that case, then I can do that for this height. Okay. I can do that for this. Okay, I can do that for this. You can locate this one too. Okay, let me pick on this other side. Okay, so since we know this, and then I can just do this. I just need to try and create enough dimension to be able to, I mean, describe the geometry of the figure, and at the same time to be sure that the dimensioning are not overlapping or I mean causing issue with each other. So at least with this and this, we can be able to produce this. Okay, so we need to dimension this smaller circle. So let me use what we have here. All right, all right, this is good. Okay, then the distance between the two circles. Let me come out of that again. Start my dimensioning again. The distance. Okay. Change that again. Let's see. It's not picking any line yet, so you have to be sure it's picking a line. Okay. Let me start again. Okay. Allow me to delete my center point first. Let's see what happens. So let's say, okay. So the center point that is already conflicting with this one, just delete it off. So we have this 0. So I can go back and put the center point in that place. Okay. Then also you need to get a dimension for these two centers here. This and then yeah, this and then this. Sorry, it's showing me something else. First of all, let me delete the center point here too. Okay, so let's see this. I think I should leave those two alone. Let's see. It's still picking the other dimension that were there initially, and that's it. Problem I'm having. So let's see this too. Now, correct. So I'm going to be looking for this center. And basically, that's how you take care of a dimension. Just make sure you avoid the centers overlapping. So let me see if I delete this from here. Does it help me? Let me take that off. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so just delete that off. So you have to be sure this is not conflicting with any other one. Then you can now do this. Okay, so I can put my center line back there. I can just put the dimension on this one still. Okay, let's do this. Why is not picking? Okay, so here we go. You can replace your center line, please. So center line to this, center line to this, and then center line to this. Excuse me. It's an isometric, so it beats of this. Okay, it's done. Let me okay for that. Okay, let me gonna do this likewise, and I'm gonna okay. So that's this. I'm doing this likewise, and I'm going to, sorry, not here, center point. I'm doing this and I'm going to, okay. So that gives us how to dimension the drawing also in isometric. Okay, so this is all you got. Okay, I think one more thing is the text likewise. Okay, you can put your leader text and put it here because there's something happening in this place and I need to indicate it. So there is a depth here and there's a depth here. Okay, I think let me not put it there. Let me put it here. Okay, I click and okay, just put here depth of I think that should be 12 mm or 13. So let's say it's 13 mm. Okay, all dimensions are the dimensions. So I didn't want to be putting the dimension again. So it's indicating there's a depth here, all right? And also you can also do likewise to describe the description of this rectangle. Okay, let me just put it to save my time. Let's just say describe rectangles. I've already did that earlier on. So just tell us okay, let me do it at once. Two concentric rectangles. Okay, and I talk about the diameter, the dimension 40 uh, by 20 and then 30 uh, by 15. And here we go. So that takes care of the entire dimension for the drawing. So that is a beautiful way of producing a drawing file, your orthographic and isometric on the Inventor software. All right, thank you. Do have a wonderful day and meet you in the next class.